So let me open Visual Studio Code. There is a editor called Visual Studio Code. So how to install Visual Studio Code I will show today. There is a one more editor called Visual Studio. So yesterday we discussed a lot of things in Python. So basically Python is best programming language and very popular programming language. In 2024, right? Now there are multiple kind of editors which are going to be available for Python. The first editor we done yesterday, that is ideally. So ideally will come automatically when Python installed. When we install Python, automatically ideally will come. So what ideally will be integrated development lightweight environment. Integrated development lightweight environment. So in ideally there are two ways. One is a interpreted mode. One is a batch mode. One is the interpreted mode, one is a batch mode. So interpreted mode is line by line execution. How sir? How sir? How sir? Silence ఉండమని చెప్పు. క్లాస్ జరుగుతుంది కదా. This is the complete program execute once. Complete program execute once. That is batch mode. Okay, so there are two things. One is the interpreted mode, one is the batch mode. Interpreted mode is line by line execution. Batch mode is the complete program execute once. And in batch mode, what is happening? In batch mode, every file saved with the .py format. Fan into disturbance. In batch mode, every file saved with the .py format. Okay, not only this editor, there are multiple other editors also there. One is a Visual Studio Code. One is a Notepad. You can work with the Notepad also. You can write code in Notepad also, and you can write code in PyCharm. PyCharm is the one more editor. You can do with this also. And one more thing is brackets. You can work with the brackets. And one more thing is Sublime Text. You can work with the Sublime Text also. And there is a one more thing, Anaconda Navigator. Anaconda Navigator. You can install Anaconda Navigator also in your machine. But with Anaconda Navigator, we will be having one is a Jupyter, one is a Spider. Jupyter and Spider. Jupyter is there, Spider is there. So from Jupyter you can do practice. From Spider also you can do practice. At the same time, there is one Google Colab is there. Google Colab Jupyter or Google Colab Jupyter. What Google Colab notebook? Google Colab is Cloud One. Google Colab is Cloud One. Cloud One. So Cloud One is always needed internet connection. Without having internet connection, this Google Colab will not work. Without having internet connection, Google Colab will not work. But these editors, only for installation internet is needed. Okay, for Visual Studio Code, let me go with the Visual Studio Code now. So this is Visual Studio Code. How to download Visual Studio Code I will show. Open browser. Open browser. Download VS Code. VS Code means Visual Studio Code. After download it, After download it, double click on the file. Automatically install in system. Automatically it will install in your system. After install, add one plugin. Add one plugin called Python. Plugin name called Python. And here also file name saved with .py format. File name saved with .py format. See what is the procedure from today onwards. Whatever the class is going to be getting done, immediately I will share the notes. Mobiles unnaya? Mobiles unnaya. So immediately I will share the notes. So you have to take the notes and write down the notes and do the practice well. So after 1 hour class, 1.5, 2 hours, you have to sit here. You have to sit here and you have to complete the practice, then only go. For tomorrow, there is no practice pending. For tomorrow, there is no practice pending. Whatever the topics we done today, in the classroom, no need to write down the notes. Each and every topic notes, I will write down in the notepad here. Anyway, I will share the notepad to you. So that notepad you can write down in your notes. By watching the notes, you do the practice. Without notes also, you have to do the practice one. That is a better way to learn the things. Getting my point? Right. Even in Notepad, Notepad is the default one. No need to install it. So for Notepad also, need to save the file. Need to save file with a .py format. .py format. For PyCharm also need to save the file. Need to save file with a .py format. Even brackets also need to save file. .py format. Even Sublime text also need to save the file. .py format. Okay, so there are multiple editors which are available. But Jupyter is notebooks. This is basically notebooks. Every notebook is IPynib file, .ipynib file. Every Jupyter notebook file is IPynib file. Even Spider also .py format. Spider also .py format. Okay, so let it be. I will go with the Visual Studio Code now. Yesterday we done with IDLE, right? Yesterday we done with IDLE. But whenever you want to work with any one of the editor, before writing the Python code, we need to install Python. Install Python, don't forget. Install Python, don't forget. Without installing Python, you cannot work on any editor. Install Python in your system. How to install Python in your system? Just go to www.python.org. From this, you have to go to downloads option. And from this, you search for Python latest version. Based on the operating system, our operating system is basically Windows operating system. Based on Windows operating system, you need to select the file and install it. First, Python installation is important. Without installing Python, you cannot do anything. Getting my point? Huh? First install Python, then only you can enter into the IDLE, and then only you can enter into the Visual Studio Code, then only you can enter into the Sublime Text, then only you can go to the Jupyter Notebook, all these things. Getting my point? Right now. Next, come to point. IDLE we done. IDLE we done yesterday. One more time, can I show? One more time, can I show? So let me open IDLE. Yesterday I already installed Python. That you know. But now I will go with IDLE. Just to search for IDLE here in the down. So IDLE will open. There you can write your Python code. So I can write my Python code like this: 2 minus 2 plus 3, 2 plus 4. What is the 2 plus 4? Immediately I can able to get output of 2 plus 4. So name is equal to is operator to assign the value to the variable. Okay, name is Python. When I say name is Python, so name got stored Python value. Name is a bucket, name is a variable, name is a container, which is having some value called Python that was already stored. Okay, let me save this print name. Print I got name. And one more way, I want to print the name. Suppose name is name is comma name. Let me show. Name is Python. That's all. This is interpreted mode. Interpreted mode is line by line execution. For every line, I need to give the enter. So better way to do practice Python is not interpreted mode, the batch mode. Batch mode is a better one, or Jupyter Notebook is also better. So let me open the file, new file. I want to create the new file now. Take a new file here. From the ideally only, I'm taking a new file. So new file, I want to save the new file first. Save as. Okay. Our folder, where is our folder? On top of desktop, our folder is Python 11 AM is our folder. And here I want to create my file name. What is the file name you want? You can do. I want to go with the file one. Yesterday I created a sampler. Today I'm going to be creating a file name is file.py. The name of the file is your wish. So I'm giving the file .py. .py is mandatory. Don't forget the .py here. Puja, don't forget .py. Now you can write the program. So write the program. Name is equal to, let me go Puja, and print name. Print name. So age is equal to something like 19, and print age. Okay. So friend name is Dikshita, and print friend name. FRIEND, friend name. And that's it. I just want to give the things like this. Now finally save the file. Control S, or go with the save. And go to the run option. Click on the run module here. Go to the run option. Click on the run module here. When I say run module, Puja is there, 19 is there, Dikshita is there. And if you want to see something like a different way, you can just write like this. My name is, then comma. And my age is, go comma. And here my friend name is, just give comma. That's all. Okay. Again save. Some edits we done. Just again save. After this, save the file. One more time, you can go with the run. Okay, run option. What happened? My name is Pooja. My age is 19. My friend name is Dikshita. So everything we got. So this is the way of working with ideally. The next thing, we have to work with the Visual Studio Code. So how to work with the Visual Studio Code? I already told you. Just try to download from browser Visual Studio Code. So open your browser, search for Visual Studio Code download. The first link, download Visual Studio Code for Windows, Mac, Linux. Just click on the link, and you will be finding a lot of buttons here. The first button itself, which is going to be downloading the exe file for your Windows operating system. And just click on this button, the exe file is going to be downloading for you. After downloading the exe file, just double click on that. It will install for your system. Just I will show. Just click on this file, and you can click on the download option. So automatically the file is going to be downloaded. Can you see top? The file is downloading here. Visual Studio Code is going to be downloading for you. After downloading it, just open the file and double click on that. When I do double click, it will try to install. So the VS Code is already running. If you want to close, no. Already VS Code installed for me. What my requirement is, I want to create a new file in the VS Code. When you want to create a new file, Control N is a shortcut. Control N is the shortcut, or you can go for the file new file. So let me go with the file new file or control N. Control N is enough. Okay, here only I will create. Okay, so here file 1.py. So file is already created. Now I am going with the file 1. Or file with the vs. File with the vs.py. File underscore vs dot py. Dot py is mandatory, right? Dot py is mandatory. So I told you one more thing. Whenever you want to execute the program in VS Code, one more important thing we need to do. After install, add one plugin called Python. Where is the plugins option in VS Code? Go to the fifth option here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left side some buttons are available. Just go left side, fifth option. What is the fifth option here? Extensions. Plugin or extension. You can call as extension also. You can call as extension. So this is the extensions. Extension. Yes, sir. Yes, ION. Okay. Extension. So just go to the option extension and search for Python. Search for Python. So whenever you are downloading Visual Studio Code or whenever you are adding the plugin, compulsory network is read. Without internet, these two will not done. These two will not done. Internet compulsory పెట్టుకోవాలి. Internet లేకుండా ఫైల్ డౌన్లోడ్ అవుతుందా? అవ్వదు. Internet లేకుండా ఎక్స్టెన్షన్ డౌన్లోడ్ అవుతుందా? అవ్వదు. So for extension also, internet is needed. So just select the Python first one, which is provided by the Microsoft. This extension is provided by the Microsoft. And click on install option. By default, install button will come. By default, install button will come. Now it is actually showing uninstall. I already installed it. నేను ఆల్రెడీ ఇన్స్టాల్ చేస్తున్నా కాబట్టి ఏం చెప్తుంది? Go for uninstall అంటుంది. I don't want to go for uninstall. Let's keep it as it is. Just select the first option. When you select the first option, this is hiding. When you select the first option, it is hiding and showing. This left bar, whatever the left bar is available, that left bar will be hide and open by clicking the first option. So I just clicked on this. Now I am moving to the one more file called file underscore vs.py. ఇప్పుడు రాయండి, some code రాయండి. Whatever the code you want, you can write for Python. So just like name is equal to, now this time name is Vikshita. Now age is 19 and friend name is Pooja and friend age is 18. Now I want to print all the values. Print. Can I go my name? My name is. This time my name is name. This time my name is what? ఏం ప్రింట్ అవుతుంది? నేమ్ లో ఏమొస్తుంది? ఇక్కడ అవుట్పుట్ నేమ్ లో ఏమొస్తుంది? పూజ వస్తుంది. పూజ రాదు, ఏమొస్తుంది? మై నేమ్ ఈస్ ఇలా వస్తుంది. మై నేమ్ ఈజ్ అని వస్తుంది, 2 డాట్స్ వస్తాయి, తర్వాత పూజ వస్తుంది. అవునా? As it is, whatever you are writing in the code, that will be the output for you. Okay, so ఇక్కడ ఇది hash అనేది single line comment. Hash is the comment for understanding the particular line, understand the code. Okay, so here only name I printed, but I want to print 4 more values or 3 more values. What are the 3 more values? One more value. My friend, my age is. Okay, so here my name is, my age is, my friend name is, and here my friend age is. Name దగ్గర name, age దగ్గర age. My friend name దగ్గర friend name, frd underscore name. See, whatever the variable you are defining here, the same variable you have to access here. Friend name and friend age, FRN, friend underscore, over and one more point I want to go with the print. We both are learning. Okay, let me write one more thing. Course name is equal to Python. Course name is Python. So I want to write one more print here. Last one more print. Print. We both are learning. We both are learning. We both are learning. What you are learning? You can just access your. What is the final line output? Pooja cheppu last line output. That's all. We both are learning Python. Save the file. Save change. Sorry, Control S. Control S is save. Shortcut is Control S. Control S for save. Control N for new file creation. Control C for copy. Control X for cut. Remember all these things. Control V for paste. Only shortcuts unnayi, shortcuts vadanడి. Okay, now there is the option called play option. Top you can see the play option. Can you see one play option here? Run Python. When I click on run Python, obviously you will get out. Obviously we'll get output. What is output I got? See now. My name is Dikshita. My age is 19. My friend name is Pooja. My age is 18. My friend age is 18. And we both are learning Python. Is this clear? How much Python is simple? Python is very comfortable and very simple. In this way, you can learn Python. So you can define a lot of things. You can define your parents' names. You can define your friends' names. You can define your family members' names. You can define your technical skills. Whatever you want, you can write some programs. Different programs on the basic level, first level. First of all, today what your work is, you have to go with the editor and you have to write some program. This program is, for example, you can write whatever you want. See, I like this food, I like this phone. See, whatever you want, you can write it. See, phone is this, food is this. I like this. I have owned this phone, and my college name is this. Whatever you want, you can just print your details. Your details printing is your first Python program practice. Your details printing is your first Python program practice. Okay, simply your details or your wish, whatever you want, you can just go with. You can play with Python. You can play with Python. Play చేయొచ్చు Python. So let me show one more editor. ఇది VS Code. Means both are same. There are multiple environments. See, you can draw the picture on paper. You can draw the picture on wall. You can draw the picture on slate. You can draw the picture on whatever you want. Editor is different. End of the day, what is the thing? Major thing is drawing picture is the mandatory. Writing Python is mandatory thing. Writing code is mandatory thing. You are writing in ideally, you are writing in VS Code, both are same. But in real time, mostly VS Code is the good one. In real time, అంటే కంపెనీల్లో పనిచేసేవాళ్ళు ఎక్కువ నోట్ప్యాడ్ లో కానీ ఐడియల్లో కానీ రాయరు. People are writing in the editors. People are writing in the VS Code. VS Code is very popular editor. And mostly data science people, data analytics people will go with the notebooks. Anaconda Navigator notebooks. Okay, I will show Anaconda Navigator also. Notepad I don't want to write, but if you want, you can write in the notepad also. Can I write in notepad? Notepad lo raina. Notepad nunchi edaina editor తీసుకురావాలి. Notepad nunchi malla the VS Code ko lekapothe edaina some editor తీసుకురావాలి. Otherwise you cannot able to run. Notepad there is no option to run. Notepad is just like a dummy editor, which is not having some kind of interpretation. Okay, so I will show again. Adi enduku manam vadalali. Notepad kuda manam vaadadam. File with Notepad. Let me go Notepad. This is a Notepad. And save the file as ఎక్కడ సేవ్ చేద్దాం? సేమ్ ఫోల్డర్ డెస్క్టాప్ and Python 11 AM and file with notepad dot py. File with notepad dot py. So save it. And name is Python. Okay. So print I am learning, comma. So there is no colors and all. There is no decorations here. Notepad means there is no decorations. Okay, simply I am writing a simple line. Name is Python. I am learning Python. That's it. Okay, I want to run this. There is no option to run here for the notepad. But that file was already there. That file was already there in the VS Code. Why? Because in VS Code I opened the folder called 11 AM folder. So here notepad file is accessed. So can I run here? Okay, name is, sorry, here it is name. Here it is. Now you can see. Can I run this? Here I can able to run. So I am learning Python. But this file was accessed by file.notepad.py or file underscore notepad.py. Notepad లో రాయొచ్చు, but execution is not possible. Execution కోసం మళ్ళీ మనం ఐడిఎల్లోకి వెళ్ళి ఓపెన్ చేయాలి, లేకపోతే VS Code లోకి వచ్చి ఓపెన్ చేయాలి. Getting my point? Good. Next I want to create one more file in Sublime Text. There is one more editor called Sublime Text. Sublime Text. Sublime Text is also nice editor. So Sublime Text, how to download Sublime Text I will show again. Aim లేదు, search చేయండి, download Sublime Text. One more editor. Download Sublime Text. You can click చేయండి download option, and you will be finding a download for Windows. You will be having option called download here. When you click on the download option, it will be downloading for you. Okay, so Sublime Text is now downloading for you. Can you see this? After download it, you have to install it. Same like VS Code. Okay, I already downloaded, I already installed. Now, can I save the file? First of all, whenever you create a new file, first of all, save the file. Now, save in the same folder. Save in the same folder. Save in Python 11 AM. Okay, this file underscore sublime dot py. File underscore sublime dot py. Okay, so name is equal to Srinivas. Print and the course name is Python. Now the output should be Srinivas teaching Python. So Srinivas teaching. Chapocha. String concatenation. String plus string plus string. String plus string plus string. Srinivas teaching Python. Name from name Srinivas plus teaching plus course name. Course name is Python. So finally output should be Srinivas teaching Python. So here no need to access in VS Code. This also can run. So Control B. There is option called Control B, or you can go for Tools, Build. Option. What is the shortcut for this? Control B. You can go with the Control B. Python. What is the output here? Srinivas teaching Python. The same file can be accessed in VS Code also. Why? Because in VS Code I accessed a complete folder, right? Srinivas teaching Python. But this is coming from which file? File underscore sublime dot py. I'm actually showing multiple editors. Okay, editor is not a matter. Python is matter. End of the day, Python code is a matter. Multiple environments we are actually observing. And there is a one more option. Even if you చూసుకోండి brackets, PyCharm, ఇవన్నీ చాలా ఉన్నాయి. You can just go with that. And Atom ఉంది, ఇంకొకటి Atom ఉంది. There is a one more thing called Atom. Bracket and Atom. Brackets and Atom. Atom is one more editor. And better in real time, better for data scientists and artificial intelligence persons are using Anaconda Navigator. Anaconda Navigator also I will show. Anaconda Navigator download. Anaconda Navigator download. Click on that. Download now. When you click and download now, automatically it will be exe file will be downloaded for you. And after that, you need to double click on that, and automatically it will install for your system. After installing Anaconda Navigator, if you want to open it. Anaconda Navigator. I already installed it. I'm trying to opening it. Here there is no option. There is no way of .py formats. For Anaconda Navigator, there is no option of .py format. Automatically file is going to be saved with .ipynib. So Anaconda Navigator is having a bunch of editors. Anaconda Navigator is not editor. Anaconda Navigator is environment. Anaconda Navigator is like a college, like a university. For example, Anaconda Navigator is like a university. In this university, there are multiple colleges are available. There are multiple editors are available. So Anaconda Navigator is not editor. Can I add? Am I saying Anaconda Navigator is editor? No. Anaconda Navigator is environment. Anaconda Navigator is environment. Bunch of editors. Okay, from Anaconda Navigator, we are taking Jupyter Notebook. Jupyter Notebook is Web IDE. Web IDE. What is Web IDE? Web IDE will means it will render through the browsers. Web means browser. So Jupyter Notebook always executing or interpreting from the browser. Now let me open the Anaconda Navigator here. I opened Anaconda Navigator here, and here the option is Jupyter Launch. Here the option is Jupyter Notebook Launch. In the Kanpistunda. And there is one more thing called Spider. And here also VS Code is available. Don't open VS Code from this. Don't open any other things from this. Only you open Jupyter, or only you can open Spider. Here also VS Code is available. VS Code we already installed. Okay, so work from there, not work from the Anaconda Navigator. Getting my point? ఇక్కడ కూడా VS Code ఉంది కదా సార్, ఇక్కడ నుంచి పని చేస్తా అంటే ఫస్ట్ Anaconda రావాలి, Anaconda నుంచి VS రావాలి. Take two works కదా, work and work. Instead of that, directly VS Code installed in our system. You launch it. If Anaconda Navigator is working means RAM is taking more memory. RAM is taking more memory for Anaconda Navigator. Again, you are launching on top of this VS Code means కొంచెం busy అవుతుంది system. Instead of that, directly you open VS Code. But whenever you want to launch Jupyter, directly you have to open Anaconda Navigator and launch Jupyter. Now I am trying to opening Jupyter. Launch it. When I launch Jupyter Notebook, I want to create the first file from Jupyter. Which folder I want to access for the Jupyter? Which folder I want to access? Python 11 AM. In Python 11 AM, I want to create a new file, new notebook. This new notebook, which is available in the or directly, okay, వచ్చింది కదా untitled. Same folder it was created or not? If you want, you can do rename it. What is the rename here? I want to go with the file underscore Jupyter. File underscore Jupyter. Okay, so that extension, you see the extension changed. Am I given extension here? Dikshita extension nenichana, Pushta nenichana. Ade తీసుకుంది కదా. అయిపోయిన automatically takes. Open it. రాయండి ఇక పైథాన్ కోడ్ రాయండి. ఇక్కడ పైథాన్ రాయడం డిఫరెంట్, రన్ చేయడం డిఫరెంట్. ఓకే, సపోజ్ నేమ్ is equal to Dikshita. Just access name. No need to take a print also. Name rasa, name access చేస్తున్నా. Shift enter కొట్టాలి. Shift plus enter. నేను ఇక్కడ కామెంట్ పెడుతున్నా చూడండి. Shift plus enter to launch output. Or you click on the plus button here. Cell is cell antaru. Do you know the rules notebook? Rules notebook will say. Every rule execute. Each and every rule is some Python code. For each and every rule, you have to select the rule and click on the plus button. When I click on the plus button, that particular row was executed. When the row was executed, some code was executed and some output already came. Am I clear? So this is also very, very comfortable one. Jupyter notebook is very, very comfortable one. Now I want to give the age. Age is equal to, okay, so 18 or 19. So age, enter, no enter, shift enter, no enter, shift enter, or you can go with the play or you can go with the run. There are multiple options, or you can go with the play. Now age is something. Now I want to print, can I do the print function? Print function also I can print name is, comma. So you may have a question, sir, name is available in the first row kada? Name is available in the first row kada? That name is accessing in the third row or not? Yes, it will access. Everything is in the one notebook. Everything is available in the one notebook. You already defined the name in the first row, but you are trying to accessing the name in the third row. It will access or not? Directly it will access. Yes, sir. It is accessing. It is accessing. There is no question about it. Why? Because name is accessible throughout the notebook. And age is also accessing throughout the notebook. No issues about it. Age is, comma, accessing or not? 14 name ఒకటిది ప్రింట్ కదా మనం పెట్టాలి. ఏం పెట్టాలి? Print. Okay. Can I show something? Print of Dikshita age is 18. చెప్పండి. అంతే కదా? Dikshita age is Dikshita అన్నా ఇక్కడ Dikshita age is string concatenation. So age is number. So number I want to convert into string. అది మనం తర్వాత చూద్దాం. What is the process of that? But it will come up. Now Dikshita age is, this is the way of working with the Jupyter notebook. But Jupyter notebook is available in the Anaconda navigator. Getting my point?